all. I, architect Chaya Tirvir, professor of Dr. D.Y. Patil College of Architecture, Akurdi, Pune, Maharashtra. Today I am talking about landscape design and approach towards sustainable development, a case of institutional campus, part 3, for International FDP on Environment and Sustainability. In my video, part 1, I explained about a master plan is developed through the design process, a step-by-step method that considers the environmental conditions, client choice, and the elements and principles of design. The goal is to organize the natural and man-made features to get a static, functional, and environmentally sustainable landscape. The process begins with the site inventory and analysis of the soil, drainage, climatic conditions, and existing vegetation. List of the client needs and desires are also considered. To represent the subject, the study focuses on the landscape design of Dr. D.Y. Patil Educational Complex, Akurdi, Pune. This is live project received continuously 5 years Best Design Award from Pimpri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. In video part 1, I was explained about site and design program, plant selection, planting plants, native species, role of screening in the campus, contribution of water body and ponds, irrigation and parking facility, etc. In video part 2, I explained about green standards for landscape. The Green Landscape Rating System addresses the most important national priorities, which includes potable water conservation, enhanced biodiversity, health and well-being of the users, effective waste management, energy saving, etc. Standards used in above mentioned projects are site planning and management, water conservation, enhancing biodiversity, selection of species, health and well-being, effective waste management, energy efficiency, and operations and maintenance. Video outcome. After learning through video, students will learn to practical approach. This project has become practical learning laboratory for them. Learn to practical implementation of environment sustainable standards. Learn to safe use of equipment, chemicals and tools used in the industry. Learn a fundamental understanding of plant identification, selection, use and maintenance of a plant material for best situated sustainable landscape. Learn to provide research career opportunities. Environment outcome. Learn to design products and process to minimize use of energy and material resources. Learn to be responsible stewards of the environment by demonstrating and valuing sustainable practices. This project has become exhibition of environment sustainable landscape. Learn to approach of environment sustainable design and methodology, etc. Professional outcome. Learn to successful employment through classroom and practical experiences while encouraging students to take pride in their work and establish a high standard of professionalism. Learn to explain benefits of professional organization in the green industry. Learn to maintain strong industry contacts and link industry knowledge with the industry through field trips. Standards, purpose, application in the project and its need. In this project, IGBS Green Landscape Rating System standards are used, and the purpose of this is site planning and management. Application in this project is preservation of topsoil, protect natural topography, design for differently able parking spaces, greenfield redevelopment. Need of these points are the implementation of the various measures to reduce the cost of the project. Next point is water conservation. Considering major water problem, green landscape rating system encourages use of water in a self-sustaining manner through reducing, recycling and reusing strategies. This is applicable in this project in following way. 90% of water for landscape are used from rainwater harvesting tank and reuse of treated wastewater. Grouping of plant species is done in such a way that the plants require less amount of water and more amount are grouped separately. The need of this is to increase in use of wastewater. The implementation of the various measures result in saving of water is 40 to 50%. Next point is enhancing biodiversity. Application in this project are in the following way. Total 103 native species are planted in campus landscape. Maximum CO2 purified plants are planted. Nurseries developed in campus to do different experiments, and the need of these points are improving flora and fauna, variety of native species and water bodies. Number of beautiful birds are starting visiting to this campus. Next point, selection of species. This is one of the important points that we consider in this project. To reduce maintenance costs, species to attract habitat, species to repel mosquitoes. And the application are done in this project with respect to this point. Thus design, native species, drought tolerant species, CO2 and dust purifier species. And the need of this point is to reduce maintenance costs, to enhance the biodiversity, to purify environment. And the next point is health and well-being. The applications are minimize exposure to pollution by thick screening of plants, eco-friendly vehicle on site, design spaces for relaxation, outdoor spaces for social gathering, facilities for physical activity, low VOC pens, planted carbon purified and medicinal plants, and need of this point is to decrease the pollution and provide healthy atmosphere. Next point, effective waste management. And the applications are handling of waste during construction work of landscape are done carefully. Reuse of salvage material. Materials with recycled content. And the need of this point is to preserve topsoil and rocks during construction work. Waste material reuse in construction. Carbon footprint. Maximum CO2 purified plants are planted. Minimize exposure to pollution by thick screening of plants. Eco-friendly vehicle on site. Planted carbon purified and medicinal plants. The total amount of greenhouse gases produced to directly and indirectly support human activities, normally expressed in equivalent tons of carbon dioxide. Carbon footprint is the sum of all emissions of CO2 which were induced by your activities in a given time frame. Normally, a carbon footprint is calculated for the time period of a year. Carbon footprint calculation. In this, there are few points are considered with respect to this project, that is electricity specific use for lighting the lamp, petrol for vehicle and LPG for vehicle. STP plant calculation. In this case, with the help of STP plant, we save the 20% of water consumption. Rainwater harvesting. This rainwater harvesting concept is added for this project and it will save 60% of water consumption. Sustainable standards for designing green landscape. Rapid growth in urbanization has placed immense strain on land and other natural resources, which is resulting in reduction of green spaces. It is also resulting in a demographic switch from a rural to a predominantly urban society. As the urbanization continues to grow, there is an imminent need to enhance the green cover in all the cities. This is particularly true for developing countries where urbanization is progressing. The Green Landscape Rating System addresses the most important national priorities, which include potable water conservation, enhanced biodiversity, health and well-being of the users, effective waste management, energy saving, and reduced dependency on virgin materials. The reference of this data is taken for IGBC Green Landscape Rating System. Thank you.